Hi everyone, I'm Kerece, your Liturgical Coordinator, and today I wanted to speak a bit about spiritual communion. I read an interview by Father 𝒂𝒂💏, and he raised a lot of great points that I would like to share. Since we've started streaming masses online, it's been different. There's been an adjustment, and a lot of people have expressed to me that one of the things that makes it so difficult is the fact that we have to make a spiritual communion so regularly. And basically they were just saying that they miss being able to physically receive Jesus in the sacrament of the Eucharist. And I feel like that's something that we could all relate to, we all miss it. And I want to say first of all though that is a good thing. The longing that we feel is key, because the spiritual communion prayer, it's very beautiful, but that one line that says, "I love you above all things and I desire to receive you into my soul," is that word desire. It's again that longing. And desire is something that is very powerful, especially in the church. When you think about all the graces that are granted by desire. You have baptism by desire, you have confirmation by desire. And in that same way, when you pray the spiritual communion prayer, you're saying, Jesus, I'm unable to actually receive you now in the sacrament of the Eucharist, but I still want you to come into my soul, and when I am able to receive you, I will. And when we pray the spiritual communion prayer, we are praying to still receive the effects of the sacrament of the Eucharist. And those effects are spiritual nourishment, that closeness and that union with Jesus, and then, personally, how you feel when you receive Him. In that same way, when we make the spiritual communion, we are still praying to receive those effects. And when we receive the sacrament of the Eucharist, we receive Jesus by faith and by love. Similarly, when we make our act of spiritual communion, we make that act by faith and by love, still believing that we will receive those effects of the Eucharist. I know that it's difficult, but trust and believe that you are still receiving Jesus in that moment. And because of that, I want to mention that we should always be mindful of the state that we are in when we make our spiritual communion. It's very easy when we look at the Mass to feel like it's just something that we do by the way, like this is just how things are now. But it is something that is extremely powerful when you remember what it is you are asking for. So I want us to be able to, in that moment, just be very reflective and concentrate on the words that we are saying. And again, like I mentioned before, trust and believe that we will receive Jesus in that moment as long as we are genuine. If this is something that you would not have taken seriously before, or it was just a light issue for you, I pray that as we continue to move forward in this journey together, that you understand now a bit better what it is that you do. So that is my prayer, and that is all that I have to say. God bless.